Hey everybody, welcome back to Senior Guitar Lessons with Bill. I am Bill. Got a great one for you today. I'm going to teach you in just a few minutes how to play one of the greatest duets, and I'm actually going to teach you both parts, of a song that came out in 1967, covered many times, but it was an awesome song called Summer Wine. It was done by Lee Hazelwood and Nancy Sinatra. Now, I'd love to do a duet, but I'm just going to do it myself. But you ready? Here we go. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Summer Wine is our song today. What a great song done by Lee Hazelwood and Nancy Sinatra. Don't have a female voice here to do it for you today, but I'm going to do both of them, and actually, you may see something on the screen that may designate who's singing what part. Okay? But it's such a neat song, and you know, it features that beautiful chord that I love so much. What is it? A minor. There is a house in New... Remember, every time I play A minor, I got to do this. They call the right. I just love that A minor. Okay, and we're going to do it. There's only 3 chords to this song. A minor, G, and D minor. 3 beautiful chords, and that's it. And you will be playing the great song by Lee Hazelwood and Nancy Sinatra from 1967 called Summer Wine. Now, there's an interesting history to this song. Nobody really knows what summer wine is. I know what summer wine is. Probably red wine, maybe. But just listen to the lyrics and listen to the tone of this song, and everybody seems to have a little different feeling about what summer wine actually is. So, here we go. So before we get started, let me talk just a minute about the basics like I always do. Remember to stay comfortable. You want to be comfortable. I'm not comfortable because I got this big old mic hanging off right here, but it is what it is, right? Okay, make sure you use this, what it's supposed to be for, right? The dip in the guitar to go on over your top of your leg and pushed against your body. Don't do it up here to where you have to bend over. It's really uncomfortable for the neck. Bring it back over here, okay? On your pick, do it in a 90-degree angle like this, where it is actually facing down so you can go up and down. Don't do it out like this, because then you're going to have to move your wrist. You're going to have to twist your wrist too much. So do it on a 90-degree where it's going down like that. Make sure your fingernails are trimmed, especially on your left hand if you are right-handed, and vice versa if you are left-handed, okay? Make sure you sound every note out, okay? Every note. Practice making those notes sound, okay? Remember, as I've said, you have to make all these chords sound out before you can really start playing these songs. So practice. And speaking of the word practice, my New Year's resolution to you is practice 10 minutes a day. If you just practice 10 minutes a day, you will find it will make a huge amount of difference, okay? It starts in A minor, A minor, A minor. What a beautiful chord. We've talked about this before. All 3 of these chords are just on the first 3 frets again, like we've done before, and we've done individual lessons on these chords. So look back on my channel and see. A minor, A minor, A minor. First 2 frets. Your first finger on the 2nd string, 1st fret. Your 2nd finger up here on the 4th string, 2nd fret. And then you bring in your 3rd and right underneath it on the 3rd string. A minor. And you're going to hit strings 5 through 1. What a beautiful chord. A minor, A minor, A minor. This song starts out like this. Strawberries, cherries, and an angel's kiss in spring. Wow. Man, I tell you, I have that song on my jukebox right here at home. I love that song. I remember it from years back on, oh my gosh, all the variety shows back in the 70s, mainly the 70s, when the song really got popular, even though it came out in the late 60s. Starts in A minor. Strawberries, cherries, and an angel's kiss in spring. G. So G, G, G. Second and third fret. Remember, your second finger goes all the way back here on string number 6. Your third finger way up here on string number 1, third fret. And then to get some of that bass, gotta have that bass, gotta have that bass, is your first finger on the 5th string, 2nd fret. Make sure they all sound out. Make sure every one of them sounds out. All 6 strings when you hit G. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. G, G. Transition, practice transitioning between the A minor and the G. 1, 2, 3, G. A minor, A minor, A minor, and G. Strawberries, cherries, and an angel kissing spring. Wow, wow, wow. Powerful, powerful song. A and G. In the first 2 lines of the first verse, same chords. A minor, and G. Strawberries, cherries, and an angel's kissing spring. A minor. My summer wine is really G, made from all these things. That's just the intro. I love that. Then it goes into the strum. All right. This is a song, you've heard me talk about the choo-choo train strum. This is a perfect opportunity to practice that. When you do the intro, it's just the single strum. Strawberries, A minor, cherries, and an angel's G, kissing spring. A minor again. My summer wine is really made from all these things. Then it goes back to A minor, but it's the choo-choo train. Just remember, when I do that downbeat, I'm hitting it on the 5th string. Boom, boom, boom. Just think of that train coming down the track. Boom, boom. All right, so we're going to do the intro again, which is just the first two lines of the verse. Same 2 chords, A minor and G. Then it goes into the choo-choo train. All right, let's try it again. A minor. Strawberries, cherries, and G. An angel's kissing spring. To G, A minor to G. Back to A minor. My summer wine is really made, G, made from all these things. A minor with the choo-choo. Then we go to the next verse. A minor and G. And this is Lee Hazelwood's part. Big, deep voice. I walked in town on silver spurs that jingled too. Notice that? A minor and G. A minor and G. That was it. I walked in town on silver spurs, G. Jingled too, choo-choo. Second line. A minor. A song that I had only G sang for just a few. The 2 sentences, just like it was in the little intro. All right? Now we get to learn D minor, D minor, D minor. First 3 frets again, D minor. You're first on the 1st fret, 1st string. Your 2nd finger on the 3rd string, 2nd fret. Then you bring the 3rd finger on the 2nd string on the 3rd fret. And you hit strings 4 through 1. And that's going to be the sentence. She saw my silver spurs and said, let's pass some time. I'm going to leave it up to you what you think all these words mean. What all these lyrics mean. What are they talking about here, right? Let's start there at the first with Lee Hazelwood. I walked in town on silver spurs, G, that jingled too, choo, 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 A minor G, a song that I had only G, sang for just a few, going to D minor. She saw my silver spurs, A minor, and said, let's pass some time. Oh, 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 oh. Back to D minor again. And I will give to you summer wine. Wow. Pretty heavy, sexy song maybe for the late 1960s. What do you think? Maybe not for today at all, but 1967. All right, so let's do Lee's part again. It starts in A minor. And whenever I do Lee's part, it's going to be a little deeper voice, a little stronger maybe. When I do the beautiful Nancy Sinatra part, it's going to be a little soft. All right. And here we go with Lee. Choo Choo Train. I walked in town on silver spurs that jingle G, A minor, a song that I had G and only played for a few, D minor. She saw my silver spurs, back to A minor, and said, let's pass some time, D minor, and I will give to you summer wine. And this is where it goes every part after he does summer wine like that, and that little line. They go to D minor and A minor with that. Oh, summer wine. Back to Choo Choo Train. So they do that. They stop it in D minor. Oh, summer wine, A minor. Wow. And now comes the beautiful Nancy Sinatra. Same chords, same thing, just different little beat. Remember, it goes to that choo-choo, except at the very end of each verse when it goes, oh, single, summer wine, choo-choo. Here comes Nancy. Strawberries, cherries, and an angel's kiss in spring. Here she goes. Beautiful Nancy. A minor and G. A minor. Choo-choo. Strawberries, cherries, and G. An angel's kiss in spring. A minor and G again. My summer wine is really G. Made from all these things. Go into D minor and listen to what she says. Take off your silver spurs, A minor. Help me pass some time, D minor. And I will give to you, A minor, summer wine, D minor. Oh, summer wine, choo-choo. Back to Lee Hazelwood, A minor and G, choo-choo. My eyes grew heavy and my lips could not speak, G, back to A minor. I tried to get up, but I, G, couldn't find my feet, D minor. She reassured me with A minor, an unfamiliar line, D minor. And then she gave to me A minor for summer wine, D minor. Oh, summer wine, A minor. What are they talking about here? What are they saying? And here comes the beautiful Nancy again. A minor and G. Strawberries, cherries, and an angel's kiss in spring. A minor. My summer wine, G, is really made from all these things. D minor. Take off your silver spurs, A minor. Help me pass the time, D minor. And I will give to you, A minor, summer wine, D minor. Oh, summer wine, A minor. Back to Lee Hazelwood, A minor and G, A minor. When I woke up, the sun was shining in my eyes, G, A, back to A minor. My silver spurs were gone, G. My head felt twice its size. Too much summer wine, right? D minor. She took my silver spurs, back to A minor. $1 and a dime, D minor. And left me craving for, A minor, more summer wine. Oh, summer wine, A minor. Just don't know what they're talking about here. Nancy, the beautiful Nancy, comes back in. Strawberries, cherries, and an angel's kiss in spring, A minor to G, back to A minor. My summer wine is really G, made from all these things, D minor. Take off those silver spurs, back to A minor, and help me pass the time, D minor. And I will give to you, A minor, my summer wine, D minor. Oh, summer wine, da-da-da-da. Now, if you ever listen to the song, the real song by Lee Hazelwood and Nancy Sinatra, you'll notice that that part at the very end, the orchestra does that little James Bond. Da-da-da-da. You know why they do that? Because she sang the song title in the movie You Only Live Twice in 1967, the James Bond film. What an honor that would be. That's just how big Nancy Sinatra was to have that opportunity. And then they decided to add that little riff in there because that song came out right before the movie came out. So you'll notice it in the song. And then to close it out at the very end, it just goes through the chords. A minor, G, A minor, G, D minor, and then it ends. It's just like choo-choo train. You could just hum it if you like. A minor to G. A minor. G, D minor, A minor, back to D minor, and then it does the slow part to end it. D minor. Oh, summer wine. Do-do-do-do. There it is, the great summer wine, Lee Hazelwood, Nancy Sinatra, both doing their parts. Just what a great song. So easy, A minor, G, and D minor. Check those chords out. Make sure you practice those chords. They're very, very easy chords to play. Go through them. Make sure every note sounds, okay? Make sure you do all those things. So I hope you've liked what you've seen today in this song. What a great song by the great Nancy Sinatra and Lee Hazelwood from 1967. And if you like these old songs like that, because they're so easy to play, and I tell you, if you get a guy and a girl together on a song like this, you know, y'all could have some fun playing this song together, believe me. So, ladies and gentlemen, make sure if you'd like to hear the whole song all the way through, remember it will be on my Senior Sing and Play channel. You can hear the whole thing all the way through where I don't even talk. I just play the song. So ladies and gentlemen, I hope you've liked what you've seen. Make sure you give me a like. If you do, make sure you drop me a comment. Please subscribe to the channel. It means a lot to me if you haven't already done so. And remember, as I always say, stay engaged, stay active, keep that brain going, stay out there. Get involved, all right? Because remember, we're not getting older, we're just getting better. and I'm looking so forward to seeing you guys on the next one.